Good evening, everyone. Gina's here. uh, Today in this video, I'm actually mainly going to talk about entities and how to work with the people who you identify they might have some entity inside them, and answer some questions as well, because this is a topic that I would like to talk about for a while, but I think tonight is the perfect time. So my name is Gina again, Gina Anayana. I am an intuitive healer, a podcast host, and also I do nonprofit work. If you are watching this video, there's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. So I would suggest you to follow me on YouTube, and mainly on YouTube post a lot of videos. I know TikTok is not sure what's going on, but I also back up data to post on different social media as well. So I would suggest you to do the same thing as well, have your video on different social media. Before we dive into this, okay, I want to give you a little bit of my background as well. So the reason I talk about this is also in my personal life, I witnessed that, and also in professional life as a healer. My healing practice called inner sensory healing. For last 5-6 years, I have been working over 1,000 people, and I came across multiple clients with entities in their energy field, and that's the reason it brought me to this point to share those information with you. It's gonna help you. Hopefully, it give you some insight to answer some questions or give you some validation to recognize either in your own life or the people you love that you notice that, and then maybe there are certain things in this video going to help you navigate, help them to navigate in their life. Okay, so before we jump into that, I just want to have a disclaimer and have a clarification as well. When I say this entity in your energy field, I want to very clear to state is that we all connected on soul level, right? We all connected. We're all from different places, and those entities, they are all from the same place, wherever it is. Okay, but I'm talking about the definition, the scope of this conversation we are talking today is, I'm talking about your soul is in this body. This body is your soul's home. So one body, one soul. Clear? Now, when I say entity is besides your soul, there's another energy come into your energy field to coexist in the same house. Does that make sense? Or you can use example as a car. So you have one car, one driver, one car, right? You don't see there's two drivers. Well, you will say that's in the world, there's so many unique situation. Let's say when you learn how to drive, right? Your co-pilot, they have a brake underneath there, but they only have brake because it prevents something to happen, but they don't have two wheels, because if a car has two wheels, there will be a problem. If one person has two souls inside, there will be a problem. Okay, because it will have, to them they don't have problem. It's to the people outside of them, you can witness that this resonance or dysfunction in either the two souls in one body, two drivers in one car. First of all, it's not allowed. There's an agreement of the one soul, one body, one car, one driver, right? So that's why I want to set the stage to be very carefully address that. And then if you understand one soul, one body, unless this soul check out the body is still can use it, another soul come in. But there is a order. There is only this much capacity to not burn the circuit of the body. And the same thing, if you have two drivers, if one go left, one go right, what's going to happen, right? That's why one and a one. Okay. So now next question is, what is entity and what they want? So the entity, you are an entity, by the way. Entity is just, I don't want you to be scared as, oh, what is entity? But I think the entity we're talking about is this energy besides your own self, this energy try to come into your energy field, be part of your energy, blend in with your energy to fulfill whatever that energy has not fulfilled, but you have the resources, or you have the window to allow this energy to get to where they want to, get the place they want to go. I guess the feeling emotions, feed opposite feeling emotions that through you, okay, because you have that something to attract that, okay. And I will be very carefully to address that, because sometimes people get upset. It's like, oh, you say I am attract this entity, I didn't want them, so why they come to my energy field, right? So I'm gonna just be aware. I'm gonna set this on the side a little bit. So another thing I want to clarify before we talk about that is those entities, theirs are good entities. Theirs are human worlds that are good and bad, okay? And I, as a human, because we are talking human earthling things, I'm not talking about on the spiritual level. Spiritual level, we don't even need to have this conversation, because everything is happening for a reason, and everything is an expression of that soul, okay? So I do want to bring back, because we are talking about in the physical part, experience these things. So I'm talking on a human perspective, okay? So, but I want to clarify that, yeah, you will also attract the good entities that if your mission align with this entity, and the entity going to help you. So you, in our energy field, there's a lot of entities in to work with your soul, but they don't take over. That's percentage wise, okay? So I am 100% in my body, but I have these entities, they are not in my body, try to manipulate me. They can only influence me, they can guide me, but they don't take over my will, okay? This is the differences between the entity work with you but do not take over you, versus the entity that they literally taken over. How they take over is they taking over certain scenarios. Let's say, for example, that people who has entity in their life, they might have two different personality, okay? One personality is when they have daily task, normal communication, daily life, everything's fine. And it's that's the person, right? And it's another ones that show up is, especially either they get drunk, either they get triggered, either they get angry. This literally become a different person. You look into their eyes, you don't recognize this person. Okay, so, but not all the drunk people means they have entity, because there's a lot of suppressed emotions after people, in the energy field. When they drunk, they almost like part of them, they are stepping back. So the suppressed energy will come through. Okay, that's the differences. So I don't want you go out there and say, oh, this person get drunk, they become different persons, that must be have entity. No, that's not the case. There's a different reason, but and I think I'm here just sharing you some indication of certain things. And then another one is when people are, especially, I don't want to use drunk because alcohol involved a lot of things that you kind of, people cannot tell. But let's say this person get triggered, they became different person. They will say the things they never said before, and later all of a sudden they don't remember. I think that's a good indication is remember. That's why I don't want to use the people get drunk when they say something. Of course, tomorrow morning they don't remember. But I'm talking about when people are not drunk, when they got triggered, they flip and they almost become different person. Defensive is one thing. We all have triggers, right? But to a certain extent, you see into their eyes, you almost see a different person that make you feel scared. Also, another one, this, we talk about this person will change to a different personality, right? And then the second one is people not gonna remember what they said. And the third one actually just slipped through my mind. Okay, the third one is actually this energy will trigger you. So this person got triggered, right? They say something, they come back to you, but their motive is actually trigger you to release a certain energy to feed this entity. That actually the worst part, or the part actually gonna drive you crazy. That's why we are actually talking about why I also make this video, is because I've been there before and I did not even recognize there was this entity in this person's body until many years later, that on my spiritual journey, all of a sudden I got it and I recognized it and I confronted this entity. But I'm going to talk about in the later the video, okay? So you guys still follow, okay? Great. So we talk about what is entity. We talk about how can you identify whether people has entity in the energy field, right? And let's talk about why. Let's talk about why this entity is in this person's energy field, or why I attract, or not I attract, why this person attracted it. How did they attract and why they attract, right? So at the beginning of the video, I talk about that the entity, they have everything have a purpose, okay? Those entities also have their unfinished business. They have an agenda. They have a unfinished business, and they will choose the body, or they will choose the car. I'm thinking whether I use the house example or car example to kind of like walk you guys through. Let's use car, because car can move to different directions, right? Even the house almost seems like sitting there. So let's say you are driving this car, right? This is your car, you be inside. And for whatever reason that in your childhood, that you feel like there are certain part of a journey you missed. Let's say either you have an unpresent parent, or parent get divorced, you had a trauma. So in your relationship, you always feel don't trust the relationship, right? And in the journey, you almost feel like every time you want to go deeper with relationship, and then certain things just trigger you and made you to want to pull back. Okay, so let's talking about this like hurt, heartbreaking, do not trust, and do not know how to navigate. Okay, so you are driving in the car, but like this is the part that you don't know how to navigate with. And let's say one of the breakup, and then you went to the bar, you get really drunk. By the way, there are certain places it's easy to attract entity, and you are right. It's when your energy become weak, when you are kind of checking out your body, when you're not grounded, it is the period of time that entity can come in. So blackout, drunk, when you're weak, when you're sick, really, your body is at a very excuse me, on the edge of staying in your body. Okay, your soul is on the edge of staying in your body, because your body is at a low survival mode. I do need my water, but let's see whether I can power through that. And let's say, for example, is when you drunk, you go out there and you get blackout. So now there's an entity. Now this entity has also kind of similar this part of experience. I'm not talking other part of experience. The part you're missing, the part you're not good at, the part you don't want to figure out, the part that trigger you in the relationship part. Okay, so when you get, let's say, blackout, or this person blackout, or whatever the scenario, or get sick or whatever thing. So when your body is pretty weak, this energy come into that. Okay, now this energy will come into, because on the other end, he wish he that can take the control of, when people hurt you, because you do not have, It's almost shows like an ego a little bit, but it's way more than an ego. You're gonna take it over. It's actually fuel your ego. That's why it's so hard to identify. Sometimes you just thought this is a narcissistic person. This is just an ego. It's very strong ego, but that's why it's so sticky, because they are blending in with the part of energies that you also have in your energy field, but they amplify and take over. And that's the part is just so amplify, you can understand it, but take over, it's the part that's actually scary people. Is you literally, this person have no mercy, this person change it to a completely different person, and they turn around and forget it, and they trigger you to the deepest. I don't know whether this example is clear enough. So you basically, you have something there, you are not maybe brave to stand up, or you don't know how to deal with this energy come in. When you, every time you get triggered, this part of energy will show up. It's almost like you are driving a car, all of a sudden there is co-pilot there, and when you got angry, mad, this co-pilot almost want to come over and drive your car for you, instead of give you advice, guidance, walk you through, but they take over your wheel and crash or something. They don't care the damage they get done. They don't care whether they're gonna hurt this person or not. They just know that they want to protect you. Let me grab water. Thank you, guys. Okay. So we also explain why and how, right? So next one, what they want from you, right? We understand the entity, we understand and how, the why, and then what they want from you. Very simple. They want, because there's unfinished business, there's no way out for this energy. They are a deeply stubborn energy, try to fight back, just like you want to fight back, but you did not know how to fight back because you don't want to hurt people. That's why I didn't fight back. But this person, this energy come in, it's like, you don't know how to. I can help you. I can fight for you. So that's why, at first, it's kind of almost you feel very empowering, but you did not know how much damage you done when you being fighting versus try to working things out. You're gonna hurt other people. So when you actually, what the sense would be is like almost like you are stepping back, allows this person to take over. So you kind of see what's going on, but you don't have feelings, okay? And what they want from is that's the energy, because they want to do the things they could not do, but they are not in a body anymore. So they are actually working with you, they are coexist with you, and almost like he has different job and you have different job. You are functioning in the normal parts, you feel safe about. When this part happens, this energy gonna jump in, this entity gonna jump in, gonna take over, okay? And people would express that, sometimes they not even recognize the loved one, and they will stay away from you. If they sense that you want to, if they sense the intention that you recognize actually they are not a part of this person and want to transmute or kick him out of it, once you recognize that, they don't want to have anything to do with you, okay? The next question is how to remove it, right? And after all of this, I guess the whole reason why you watch this video is because you want to either remove for this person, and if you watch, you're probably not the person have this entity with you, because otherwise you're not going to watch this video. Why would you? So for people who are watching this video, I can not assume, but I guess that you recognize or you start to questioning the person in your life which you care a lot. They might have an entity, and you want to see how to remove it without they willing to, right? Because obviously you want to do it, they will go further away from you, and that's what I try to do. And in my personal experience, I confront this energy, and he knows that I know that he is in this person's body. And I look into his eyes. I told him that I'm not afraid of you anymore, and that I know who you are. And it was one of the weirdest feeling that I ever had in my life. Now, during my healing work, because I know how to navigate that, because first of all, it's allowed me to grow my backbone, allow me to build the capability of stand up to speak my own voice and my willingness, and to fight back in a way of not try to putting people down, but love and compassion. But I'm not afraid anymore, right? So if this person is directly in your life, I think that's the certain things that I could share is, by recognizing, like I said, recognizing this is the energy in this person's energy field that you recognize, you already see what did he try to do, because he tried to get you mad, he tried to get you feed up, you get you worked up, and then gives this anger, feed that energy. Those entities, they only survive on fear, lower frequency. So as if you are dealing with the people in your life right now, I would suggest you just recognize that and do not engage it, and stand up for yourself, and love this person or you literally have to create some distance. That's the best suggestion I could have. And this, because why is this person caught in this energy for a reason. You can't dig him out when he has a contract. He already opened a bond with this energy. And then people ask me the question is, is there any way to cut this on energy, or kind of like kick this energy out without this person's say yes or say yes? And the answer is yes and no. Yes, you can do that. However, they will come back, because it's not this person willingly. Is this person, if you force things to be but they have energy cord, they have agreement, even though this person consciously, when you say, hey, you have entity, he will be super mad or she will be super mad, and then you will put yourself into a very, very difficult situation. I would not suggest you do that. And first of all, they will not admit, and and second of all, there's no second of all, because they will not admit. If they admit, then by the time they admit, they recognize that they actually can separate on their own. The trick here is, it's not for you to remove this entity for this person. Is you recognize that. And also, if this person interact with you in a relationship, it's what's the lesson for you? What is this energy there to teach you for what? Learn that part of one, and the second part is, you can remove it, but it will come back for this person. And also, I don't think this person will be appreciated for what you're doing. I'm so sorry to say this, but this is actually very true, because to the point, they don't believe what you say. They don't believe there's an entity. They believe they are protecting themselves. They believe they are protecting themselves, and they believe that they are the victim. They believe they got hurt. They don't want to get hurt by the other people. They protect themselves, and they feel like for the first time in life that they can actually stand up for themselves. Do you see? It's so hard. So what is the solution? What is okay, now after 25 minutes video, you're like, Gina, tell me this is nothing you can do. No. Okay, that there is something that you can do, but this is gonna require a lot of your love and compassion. Okay, so you think about this energy, this entity. The reason stick with this person is because this person had this bad experience, trauma before, right? So, and they just feel like they want to lash out. they want to have a voice outlet to express that. And then they find an entity, they find a body to who's lacking that, so they can come in as a protector, as a defensor, to voice themselves, but in a more aggressive way, I would say. So when we say love is antidote, it is, but it takes a lot of courage to do that, and a lot of tolerance to do that. What I'm saying that is, you know that the only way out is not external. The only way out is within. So it's this person's call. At a certain point, this person will realize that it doesn't serve him or her, that if within this person can stand up, say, hey, I actually don't like this part of me or this energy, doesn't matter is entity or is that his an energy, he will start to make changes. So you literally cannot force it until this person doesn't realize that that's something that they want to work with. And the magic is the moment they want to and they determine to get out of that situation, it will be much easier. And that time, I feel like you guys will guide you to some person that who actually can help you to end this contract with person. But technically, you can end a contract on your own. But a lot of people don't know how to, and do not know how to create a clear psychic boundary. Then you need other people to actually to come to support you. But this person has to make the decision. Just like any healing work you do, you got to make the commitment. It's not I make a commitment for you. I commit myself. I commit in my healing work. I commit to work with other people. But my client or this person has to commit that they do not have anything to do. They want to be calling in different energy or amplifies a different energy in their energy field. So it will be this person calling, and not until maybe in 2 years later, maybe in 3 years later, maybe in 5 years later, this person gonna make a decision, make a call, say, hey, I actually had enough of that and I don't want this energy anymore. And that's their calling. But before that, I feel like, just by knowing this person will be the entity gonna show up in whatever circumstances. If you understand this person so well, try to not trigger this person or try not to get into situation like that energy gonna come out. And if this energy is really come after you, you gotta look into this person's eyes and tell them, say, hey, I see you. I know you are not him or her. I'm not afraid of you anymore. I guarantee you, you will recognize, you will feel this person's energy, the ways they treat towards you will be different, because you already made him know or her know, this energy know that you know. Usually when like that, they know they probably have less power over you. It's just like, okay, if I tell you I'm gonna bring a brick to break your window, right? I already have expectation. So I will do some prevention or, try not to get there. I think the scary part or the first period part is you do not know. You just, every time, windows broke, you didn't even know the windows broke. So you always try to repair, you try to tell this person not to hit your window. But then when you look in their eyes, they say, actually, I know where you come from, and if you dare to come to me again, I would definitely gonna stand up and I'm guarantee you'll be hurt. So you either need to be stronger than this one, or you need to have more love to not get the situation, get to that step. So hope this video helps, okay? And there's are different kind of entities all there as well. This is one of the one that I commonly speaking, and there are other entities actually way deeper than this. So if you had any experience that encounter the entities, or you wondering whether you have entities, and actually some other entities that they are just simply those little I don't want to say little spirit. They are not as harmful as the entity we talk about, but they definitely will hitting on you, maybe make your certain physical body discomfort, or all of a sudden, something physically happen in your field. Let's say some people, the shoulder, they always have this unexplained, and when to check up, there's certain things in their shoulder, but they never remember that something happened. Certain entity we call wayward as well, so they are handing on you. Then those are the entities actually a lot in the when you're traveling, like airports, stuff like that, and cinemas, theaters, large area, hospital, things like that, and some like large, like let's say interest plates that people traveling, and things happen. So there's a lot of I don't want to say lost soul. They're part of energies that are left there, a little part of this little spirit, I would say, is there. Almost as they are lost. So they are kind of attached to you and suck your energy. And those are the things actually you can, through the psychic sessions, that you can actually remove them. And the best practice is not even try to check who is there, but do a good cleansing of remove all that around you. I would say that's very helpful, because once you make it known, it becomes sticky. Okay, so this is another entity that I want to talk about it, or I want to bring up. But welcome to comment and share with your experience and any questions that you have. And also, if your loved ones, they are experiencing, if you don't know how to navigate, and feel free to reach out, innersensoryhealing@gmail.com. And also, I'm building online community. So in the next couple months, I think the thing's gonna a little bit different. And the TikTok taught us, big lesson is, do not heavily invest your time on one platform. You never know what's really gonna happen unless they're all platforms gonna go down. That's why, I post a lot of video on TikTok in the last 2 or 3 years, and there's so many of you probably also from TikTok community as well. So building my own online community can allow me to maintain the connection with the people who has been following my work and who generally seek for support and guidance. And I want to do that. So stay tuned, and feel free to subscribe, help me to grow this channel, and also share and comment. I love you guys, and I talk to you guys soon. Bye.